بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين بارئ الخلائق أجمعين، باعث الأنبياء والمرسلين، والصلاة والسلام على أنبياء الله جميعا وعلى أشرفهم وخاتمهم حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد. اللهم صل على محمد ومحمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المنتجبين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. اللهم صل على محمد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ويوم يعض الظالم على يديه يقول يا ليتني اتخذت مع الرسول سبيلا يا ويلتى ليتني لم أتخذ فلانا خليلا لقد أضلني عن الذكر بعد إذ جاءني وكان الشيطان للإنسان خذولا. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. We are under the influence of three items, three things in the society. Each and every person of us, we could be under the influence of three different parts. The first one is your family. You learn, you interact with your family. The second is your school. You spend a great deal of time in your school. And the third are your friends, because also the importance and the influence of your friends are not less than the influence of your parents or the school. And therefore tonight is the night of the companions, Laylatul Ashab. Traditionally, on the 6th of the month of Muharram, we mention the story of the companions of our third Imam, Al-Imam Abu Abdullah Al-Hussein, and how they stood with him to the last breath. How they left their families, their homes, their businesses, their life, their children, and they made a vow to stand with their leader to the last second. So we are inspired by them, and we have to be inspired by them. We have to learn from them, the companions, the ashab, the friends. And tonight I'd like to discuss with you my friends. All of you are my friends, of course, and I am honored to have such a beautiful and wonderful people like you, to add them to my vast collection of friends. I'd like to share with you the quality of the good friends. Who are the good friends? And are we allowed to make friendship with every person, with everybody, or there are selected ones? Because the Holy Quran says, on the Day of Judgment, sometimes the person who was a good person in his life, he led a very nice, disciplined, controlled, productive life, but unfortunately he or she were badly influenced by some friends. They altered their life. They changed their entire life. They changed their direction. وَيَوْمَ يَعَضُّ الظَّالِمُ عَلَى يَدَيْهِ. He bites on his finger. What does that mean when you bite? Remorse. This is the sign of remorse and regret. يَعَضُّ الظَّالِمُ عَلَى يَدَيْهِ يَقُولُ يَا لَيْتَنِي اتَّخَذْتُ مَعَ الرَّسُولِ سَبِيلًا. I wish I had followed the tradition of the Prophet, the Messenger. Ya waylata, I wish that I had not taken fulanan khalila. I had not taken such and such as a friend. In the beginning, I had a nice journey. I used to be a devout person, a committed person, a religious person, a moral person. But since this person came into my life, he changed me. He changed my direction. I used to go and pray. Now he's not allowing me to go and pray. Rather than going and praying in the mosque, in my house, he's taking me to the nightclubs, to bad places. In the past, I used to be nice and kind to my parents. Now, unfortunately, this person corrupted me. I am bad to my parents. I am not a good son. I'm not a good daughter. يا ويلتى ليتني لم أتخذ فلانا خليلا لقد أضلني عن الذكر بعد إذ جاءني. After I was guided, after I received the reminder, the book, the direction, the advice, he changed me. أضلني, he misguided me. He took me off the track. لقد أضلني عن الذكر بعد إذ جاءني وكان الشيطان للإنسان خذولا. Always Satan, when he whispers in your ears and he tells you to do bad things, then he would mislead you and disappoint you. First, he gives you promises. All of them are empty promises, false promises. I will do such and such for you. I know of a person who was very good, very nice person. All of a sudden, I heard that he disappeared. After a period of time, I asked about him. They told me, Sayyid, he's been in the prison for a while now. I said, prison? Why? He's a nice guy. They said, yes, he used to be a nice guy, but not anymore. Because he was introduced to someone who's bad, who does drugs, and he told him, why do you waste your time making, let's say, $25 an hour? I'll teach you to do something very good, a lucrative business. You can make thousands of dollars a day. Thousands of dollars. And that is drug trafficking. I'll show you the way. You become a millionaire. Within a few years, you become a multimillionaire. So he trapped him, unfortunately. And he followed him. He followed him, and then, of course, maybe he can do drugs for some period of time, but then he cannot escape the consequences. He cannot run away. So he was arrested, and he was sentenced, I don't know how many years behind bars in the prison. He lost his direction. Why? Because of the influence of one single friend on him. So we have two things in mind here, my friends. Number one, you have to have friends in this life. You need friends. Friends are something good. And a friendship is a lifetime journey. I know here in your community, some people, yesterday or the day before yesterday, someone said right in front of me, he said, I know this man for the last 50 years. For the last 50 years, we are friends. So friendship is something good. We need friends. We need to surround ourselves with good friends, but not any friends. Good, quality friends. Quality friends. Who are the quality friends? Quality friends are those who put principles before interests. We have something called interest, our personal interest, material interests. But we have something bigger than our material interests. That's the collective interest of the community and the society. Collective interest of our society, not our persons. Society comes first, before the individuals. The interest of the society becomes first. And the interest of the society is called principles and ideals. I'll give you an example of some principles, good principles. Who can tell me some good principles? Good principles that we have to learn and we have to follow and we have to embrace. Give me one. No, Imam Hussein is a personality. Ahsant. Principles means one of them is honesty. There is nothing better than honesty in this life. There is nothing better than honesty. Honesty in marriage, honesty in business, honesty when you deal in a trade, you purchase, you sell, honesty with your friends, with your parents, with your community members, honesty with all people, to be honest. People love you for being honest. People trust you because honesty is going to earn you respect and a trust. And your value in this life is based on respect and a trust. If you lose the trust, nobody is going to like you. Nobody is going to hire you for work. You lose your life. You lose your future. You lose your reputation. You lose everything. You may lose your children too. You may lose your parents too. So honesty is a major human and ethical principle that we have to embrace from this age, from young age. Don't say, well, no, I can be dishonest. When I reach the age of 40, I will switch. Just press the button and become an honest person. That does not happen. Trust me, that would never happen. Because we have to grow slowly, step by step. Things do not happen overnight. We don't transform overnight. There is no magical button where you press it, you become truthful, honest, straightforward. Nothing like that. It takes ages. It takes years to transform yourself, to adapt a good quality. Another principle is what? Honesty is one. Second, patience. صبر. الصبر من الإيمان بمنزلة الرأس من الجسد. Have you seen a man who can walk in the street without a head? Yeah, we can see some people without arms, without legs, without eyes. We can see. But have you ever seen a person? I don't want to scare you, Halloween, you know. Have you ever seen a person walking in the street without a head? He can't. He's dead. No life without head, because the brain is here in the head. So if the brain is dead, we are dead. Sabr and patience, the relationship of patience to faith and religion is like the relationship of the head to the rest of the body. If you don't have a head, you don't have a life. And therefore, if you don't have patience, do you have faith or you don't have faith? You would not be able to have faith. So the core of faith, the essence of faith is sabr. This is another principle that we have to embrace. A third principle, can you tell me something that you must find in your friend? Before taking him or her as a friend, you must find this quality in them. Trust is part of honesty. What else? Tell me something else. Manners, of course, but give me one item, yeah. Give me an example. Respect is part of manners. Help, loyalty. Ahsant. Loyalty. You need someone who does not run away from you when you call him and tell him, listen, I need some help. Can you help me today? He does not hang up and say, no, I can't. I'm busy. I'm too busy. You need someone who's loyal. Someone who stands with you forever. Someone who's ready to sacrifice. Someone who's ready to give. But if that person says, sorry, I don't have time for you, then he's not loyal and he's not faithful. And loyalty and faith and trust, they are required in marriage as well as the community among the friends. The companions of Imam Hussein were extremely loyal. Extremely loyal. You know what he told them on the night of Ashura? He stood, he said to them, my companions, my friends, tomorrow I am the only one who is wanted by Bani Umayyah. Not you. If they capture me, they will release you. They have no problem with you. They have a problem with me. So I urge you tonight, take the hands of your friends and your wives, go back home. Leave me alone. They said, what? We leave you alone, Ya Aba Abdullah? We came all the way to this land. And we are dreaming of paradise and martyrdom and success and salvation. And now tonight you tell us to leave you alone? إِلَى أَيْنَ نَذْهَبْ? Where do we go? Where do we go? If we lose Hussein, what would we have in this life? We are not going to leave you. One of them said, Ya Aba Abdullah, if they cut me, they murder me, and they cut me into 70 pieces, 70 pieces, I would never leave you. I would stay with you. I came to support you. This is loyalty. This is wafa. You have to find it in your friend. If the friend does not have wafa, loyalty, faith, then that's not friend. Maybe he's a colleague, but not a friend. So you have to find these qualities. On the other hand, there are qualities that you must avoid. If a person is smoking, avoid that person. Why avoid him? I'm not saying he's bad. He might be a good person. Not all people who smoke are bad. Many of them are very good. But because you're going to what? He's going to influence you. You're going to learn from him. You're going to smoke. Ask the smokers, where did you learn it? They say, my friend, I was 10 years old. I was 15 years old. I was 18 years old. Unfortunately, I learned it. The same thing with those who gamble. The same thing with those who does drugs. Those who do drugs, where did you learn it? At the school, from a friend. Friend who was so nice, and he said, let me help you. I know you are stressed out. I know you are, bothered. You are this, you are that, you are lost. I'll give you a substance. It makes you feel high. You enjoy this life. You forget about your problems. But this is not true. Believe me, it's not true. It's not true. And then those who drink alcohol, no, tell him no. As long as you drink alcohol, sorry, I can't talk to you. I can't be with you. I can't come to your home. We can't go together. The one who does partying, all his dream and all his goal and all his focus in this life is parties. Also, you know what happens in these parties? Disasters, catastrophes. When people party, and especially when they are drunk, they bring disasters to themselves and their parents and their families and their communities. So stay away from these things. Someone who does partying, alcohol, drugs, smoking, and also someone who's a liar. Now maybe someone lies once in a while, as we say, once in a blue moon. But there is kadhab, there is kadhib and kadhab. Kadhib once in a while, unintentionally. But there is someone who's kadhab. He's a liar. He's a liar. He's going to deceive you. Why? Because you cannot trust him. You don't know what is right and what is wrong. Everything he tells you, it could be wrong. Even when he tells lie, even when he tells the truth. Sometimes you doubt. You don't know whether what he is telling you is good or bad, is right or wrong. So try to avoid the liar. Someone who's lazy. What do I mean by being lazy? Huh? Yeah? Exactly. He does not do his homework. He does not. What else? He doesn't have a goal. He doesn't go to school. He doesn't do good at school. He doesn't do good at home. He is wasting his time. And what else? He's not helping his parents. Parents, yes. He's not helping his parents. This person is a lazy person. So don't be with him. Why? لأن طبعك يسرق من طبعه وأنت لا تدري. The problem with the friends is that they influence us so discreetly that we don't even notice. We don't even notice. A liar, someone who's a liar, and you know he's lying, you're going to learn from him slowly, 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 slowly. One day you become a liar without knowing that it was him who taught you to lie. Because he tells you, listen, let's do this. Don't tell your mother. Don't tell your father. Don't tell your teacher. Don't tell anyone. Let's do this and this and this and that. Then he makes you a liar. So stay away from him. I'm not saying those people are terrible and they're going to go to hell. No. Because God, if they seek forgiveness, if they seek change, reforms, God is going to accept their repentance and God is going to change them. For those who would like to change. But there are others who do not want to change. Now let me conclude with this story of an important companion of the Imam Hussein alayhi salam. His name is Wahab. Wahab al-Kalbi. He used to be a Christian before the day of Ashura. And he converted to Islam at the hands of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Him and his wife and his mother. And he was a newlywed. He had just gotten married with his wife. And his wife also was a Christian who converted to Islam. And his mother was a Christian. He comes from an Arab tribe, Al-Kalbi. So they decided that since they converted to Islam, that they go to Karbala with Imam Hussein. So they joined the caravan of Imam Hussein. On the day of Ashura, he was sitting in his tent with his wife, his mother. His wife said to him, Ya Wahab, you are sitting here. It's time that we go for jihad. It's time that we crown our faith. We accepted Islam. We became believers, Muslims. What is better than crowning our achievement with what? With martyrdom. You give your life for the sake of Imam Hussein. He said, Bala ya Ummah, I will do that. But his wife said, no, please. We just got married only a few days ago. And I want you, I love you. I don't want you to go to get killed. Please do not bereave me by killing yourself. Stay with me. Let's enjoy some days together. The mother said to him, Mom, if you really want to get the intercession, shafa'ah, of the grandfather of Imam Hussein, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, then take the sword and go to the battlefield. Go. He said, yes, my mother. Af'al. He took his sword. He went to the battlefield. He was fighting for a while. He came back. He said, he stood before his mother. He said to her, Araditi anni ya ummah. Are you happy with me now? I went. I was fighting the enemies. Are you okay? Are you satisfied with me? She said, La wallah, la. والله يا ولدي حتى أراك تقتل بين يدي ابن بنت رسول الله. If you want to make me happy, I want to see you being martyred today. Because Islam, saving this beautiful religion that is called Islam, is totally dependent on giving your life and your blood. If those people do not give their life today, Islam is going to be annihilated and destroyed completely. But his wife again, she came to him, she said, Ya Wahab, please, please, Ya Wahab, I love you, please don't leave me alone here. But he didn't listen to her. He went to the battlefield. While he was fighting, he heard a voice from behind him, Ya Wahab, qatil dun al-tayyibin wa abna al-tayyibin. Ya Wahab, قاتل دون الطيبين وأبناء الطيبين أبناء عترة رسول الله. He said, what? Who's this? My wife? What happened to you? Minutes ago, you disagreed. You discouraged me. You told me, stay here. Don't go to the battlefield. What happened now? She said, Ya Wahab, do not blame me. إن واعية الحسين قطعت نياط قلبي. what I saw earlier, a few minutes ago. I saw the Imam, our leader, Hussein alayhi salam. He's standing there and he's alone. He's left alone. He's beleaguered and he's saying, ألا هل من ناصر ينصرنا ألا هل من ناصر يذب عن حرم رسول الله. Do we have a helper? Can someone help? Can someone protect the camp of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? So I decided that you must go, you must continue. Hussein alayhi salam changed my mind. So she encouraged him. He went back to the battlefield. He was fighting. Few minutes later, his two arms were severed, and then he fell to the ground. His mother rushed to him. She said to him, هنيئا لك يا وهب يا سرور عيني يا سرور قلبي ويا نور عيني. And then his wife came to him. She was standing there next to him. She said, congratulations, Ya Wahab. I'm so happy that you are a martyr. And I ask Allah, who made you a martyr, to make me also a martyr so I can join you. Few minutes later, the servant of Shimr was passing by her. He saw her sitting next to her husband's body. He dealt her a fatal blow by his sword on her head, and he crushed her to the ground. فماتت فكانت أول شهيدة من أصحاب الحسين عليه السلام. She became the first female martyr in the camp of Imam Hussein. Imagine, they were newlywed, they got married, and they became Muslims together, and then they died together. They were loyal to Imam Hussein. So remember this equality in your friend, loyalty. Try to find people who are loyal so they can become your good friends. And I will continue with you on these subjects in the upcoming nights. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين.